Hello there, welcome back to episode 42 of Koganaros, the Fortress by the Sea, season 4 of the Savage Lands. So, today is the GABBRO storm, or at least I hope so. Because I have now figured out what went wrong the last couple of times, I had the amount of jobs too low for the making of GABBRO blocks. So not all of my stoneworkers' workshops were picking up these jobs. So in short, we never had the full power of our fortress available, and I hope that I fixed that now. I also have picked up another one of my dwarves who was unhappy because he's been a military one, and the military dwarves, you know, they need their fighting. They are unhappy if they don't get their fighting, so I'll give them their fighting. And besides that, we're finishing today, or so I hope, this stairwell for good. With the influx of new GABBRO stones, that should be really quite easy, especially since I now have really way more capacity than ever before. Let's see about that. So, our weaver is doing his thing, and luckily I have prepared cave spider silk. I don't produce that locally here, so it's a pretty important thing to have that sourced somewhere else. And what is happening here? Why are our planters so behind of their tasks? These fields, they look barren. We have a pretty low amount of drink available. What has happened here? How did that come together? This is weirding me out a little bit, because this shouldn't look like that. But on the other hand, maybe it's just been harvesting time and I'm overreacting because I'm looking the first time on my fields while it is harvesting time. I think that's pretty much what's happening there. We'll keep a keen eye on these drink stockpiles, nevertheless. So, let's see. What did happen with this wonderful stockpile here? So, shouldn't there be things being decorated by now? Okay, so this job gets somehow. Do I make something wrong again? So that is a thing. We got this. Oh yeah, it's not allowed to take from the furniture stockpile. So there are only 2 rules allowed, as it seems. Or what is it? No, I think it's not the amount of rules, but there was another conflict. So I hope that we now have finally settled it down. This is a wonderful example of how complicated things can go with Dwarf Fortress sometimes. Technically, it's not even complicated at all. It's just a couple of things that are linked wrongly. Practically, it happens so easily that you forget this, and then you forget that, and then your attention is required elsewhere. And because you are managing a fortress with almost 200 people, or even more, it is quite easy to forget something quite quickly. But now we finally got it. Now we're finally decorating these statues that are made for promenade and other places in the fort. Finally. That's been on my mind quite a long time. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we just happened to stumble into harvest season. But so they don't have any plants they can work with? But my roster here says I have plants. So what is going on here? Is my bookkeeper dead? No, my bookkeeper is working out just nicely. So why are there no... Yeah, okay, brewing drink out of fruit. So... But what is that plant that we got stored here, huh? Care to tell me? So, let's see. Technically, all these plants should be somewhere around here. Hell yeah. So, practically, it's a nightmare to find out where's what. So we're going to do something else. Quick hotfix about that. Because this is actually something that might get us into quite some trouble. So, let's see. Food. Let's extract those plants out of this big stockpile. Because it has to be somewhere and something. Can't be that the plant is nowhere. There's some plant, so we're going to see where it's at. Alright, look at that. All of these jobs are assigned with blocks. Hell yeah. It might be that this limitation has been the source of many of my resource problems. I'm a little bit ashamed of how late I noticed what was the culprit here. Because I am somewhat tempted to think that we actually might have found the big reason for our resource shortage here the whole time. Anyways, we're going to fall back to old-fashioned techniques, and that's foraging. Back when we were new here, we were foraging all day. But why is there nothing to forage here anywhere? So, one job got assigned here. Jeez, there's trees everywhere. So there's no more forage here because the trees have taken overhand. I'm serious about that. Trees have taken over. Damn it. Damn trees. That's why dwarves dislike trees. Okay. So... what about this place? There's almost nothing growing here either. Okay. Well, I don't need to worry too much about that. At the end of the day, there will be something coming around. And if it's only trade. So... how's my surface barracks? Or my caves barracks? These guys, they are experts, accomplished. They're actually not as powerful as I'd like them to be. That's mostly because I bet that they're not using the accommodations down here. Wait a sec, speaking about accommodations down here. Yeah, yeah, I didn't link them. I didn't link them! It's all my fault. So, there we go. And this place doesn't even have a food stockpile, so that can't work either. Like I said, all those little things. There we go. So... I wonder if my production cycle somehow got disrupted by that time when that many people died here. I mean, planter missing. Alright. Is this guy probably still assigned? No, he's not. Alright. So here they went stupid again. Despite all efforts, you know, despite all efforts, it's still happening. A human caravan has arrived. Yeah, that's what we need. Ah, that's probably where all the plant matter is at. Maybe it's somewhere stored around here, huh? No? Also not? Oh, well, I give up. Maybe it's all the feather tree egg yolk. Might be very much the case. Anyways, we're going to trade at this point. We're going to trade some of our fine food against more stuff that we can produce, turn into drink. Don't know how that was happening, but then again, a planter died. Let's check back. Udip Rigoth Keshan. So let's see. Let's see if we find Udip's remains somewhere in here. I mean, I would have to wait for the caravan people here anyways. So that planter died probably a long time ago. He's not related to the drownings, at least. Well, questions, no answers. My broker will be there any minute. This depot is though littered with elf gunk. I really hate it that they keep their stupid feather tree egg yolk there. And you're never able to get rid of it ever again. And ever, and ever, and ever. That's really stupid. Now then, we got here a fine selection of goods that we all don't need. These guys are really selling a lot of things, though. Nice. So, first of all, we're definitely going to buy some of that produce directly. Some drinks. Mostly to restock my barrels. And, oh boy, caravans really have so much stuff here. And we're buying all the plants that they got. And all the leaves. And all the berries. And ironically enough, if you'd wanted to, you could make a very profitable enterprise out of that by just buying foodstuff from the caravans and selling it back to them in form of lavish meals. Currently, lavish meals are totally busted in terms of item value. They are just off charts value-wise. It's quite stupid, but it is as it is, right? Now then. Oh, I'm so excited. We're getting closer to the end of this madness. So, especially with all those extra blocks in the making now, I feel very, very confident that we're going to get there. I mean, much more GABBRO blocks than ever are being made. That's so good. I mean, this megastructure here already taught me so many things. This project has taught me so many new things about Dwarf Fortress I had no clue about. It's really exciting. It's one thing I gotta say. It's very, very interesting to see how many things I had no clue of yet. Such. So, let's flick the Atom Smasher. Time for a refresher here. A refresher on the Smasher. There's a lot of stuff here. Breach goes smack. Breach goes up. So a couple of masterworks have been lost. Yeah, tragic. But whatever. That's worn out clothing that just sometimes has to get destroyed. And our mayor has been re-elected. Beautiful. Alright. So judging from the looks of it, all these work sites have been already assigned with rock blocks. That means we can safely assign new jobs today. I want to check back at this place. Let's construct ourselves some doors. In this thing here. I haven't fully figured out what I'll be doing with these surface structures. I am considering a couple of temples or something like that. Not sure about it yet. We'll see about that. So these walls here are also totally ghosting. Like I said, sometimes separate work orders just glitch out and never get done. And nobody knows why. But it even looks as if we got now, for the very first time since I don't know how long, more building material than we got people to build with. That's it. So we're getting there, my friends, we're getting there. This casing is finally done. Let's get the next casing done. So here we're going to go for a very simple one. I mean, at the end of the day, we just cover this up here. And these will be probably some of the very last pieces of wall that we're getting rid of here. So, my queen, more coffins? No, more leggings. I see. Well, who would have thought? Let's just make some straight up iron leggings, because I'm a boring individual. Alright. Jeez, that's so many work orders to get done there. Dear. So I'm really curious to see how many GABBRO blocks this entire beast has used up when we're done with it. That's one of the things I'm really, really looking forward to. So we're going to draw a couple of bedrooms here. So these will be linked, though, to the tavern. I hope the constructive cakes is this place here. Yes. So there we go. Somehow they didn't get connected. Now they are. Okay. So we have now bedrooms for the weary travelers. Very important for me. Very, very important for me. Okay, so that's been settled. Here we have that casing done. Beautiful. So recently I figured that we could get ourselves another little thing here done. So let's switch over to Dolomite for a sec. So I want to have a little bit of a extra structure on top of this little thing here. And we're going to cancel one piece of wall there because, of course, we will require a staircase to put a lid on top of this. Alright. So, the caravan is fighting against animal people yet again. Yeah, there's always something splattered on my courtyard. Always the same. Always the same. Alright. So I think I'll dare to issue the building commands now for this piece of wall, but quickly switch back to GABBRO before we unleash a Dolomite storm. There we go. What's wrong now? Why can't I construct a piece of wall here? Too close to the edge. Okay. Har. So, oddly enough, these pieces here were okay. But all in all, oh no. Alright. So, let's see how this deconstruction will go. Oh dear. This sucks. Oh no. That means I'll have to reconstruct this entire thing here a bit differently. Oh dear. This sucks especially since that means we have to dismantle again another entire layer of this thing. Oh boy. Oh, the lessons never stop. And the Queen mandates new things. So, yeah. Oh boy. That hurts my plans quite a lot. Of course, my queen. Of course, my queen. Let's pack up another pair of leggings. Why not? Okay, that is quite the catastrophe, to be quite honest. Much more impactful than I'd like it to be. So I think at the end of the day I'll be chickening out on this task here and just make the last pillar more narrow than the other ones because I really don't want to. I really don't want to reconstruct this entire monster. I mean, okay, it wouldn't be that much of a big deal. Now that I think more closely about it, it's actually not that much of a big deal. We need to get there. Yeah, okay, I think we can do it. Alright. We just gotta do it very, very carefully. You know the drill. Okay, well. A buzzard woman has stolen long yam plants. Cursed buzzard woman. Okay. But at least I should have now the knowledge to not kill anybody again this time. Alright. So that's been a very unforeseen complication there. But at the same time, I think we should be totally fine about it. There's enough free workforce together by now that we can get through this task quite quickly. And the material for the reconstruction is also available, so this shouldn't be too much of a big deal. It's just a tad bit annoying that... yeah. I didn't see that one coming at all. So, today I learned walls cannot be too close to the borders. I mean, I got to check if I can put a wall now at this border before I do anything else. Because I don't want to get noped out by the game yet again because I was again too close to the border. That would be really nasty. That would be really nasty. So we're slaughtering a couple of buzzard women. Well, these blokes, they're just scootering around here all day. So... let's see. I think this entire thing should be safe to dismantle out of one simple reason. There is always a stairwell attached right next to it. So I don't think I need to be worried about it at all. Well, Wait a sec, but this one, that's the list of tasks that I should do at the very, very last moment. So nothing above can collapse. Yeah. Yeah. So that should do the trick. Now then, staircases are still dolomite, aren't they? Yup. Alright, so we can retake that. So we're going to have to build these pieces here again. Must remove construction. Interesting. Okay. Well, mega constructions, they are really quite a task. But I think this time we're getting the job done without killing anybody. The deconstruction job, I mean. Yeah, the buzzard people are stealing all my food crops, but I don't care because I don't need the stuff that badly, which is lying around there. So, now, let's see. First up, can I build a wall here? Okay to build, too close to the edge. Alright. But apart from that, everything else is okay with that. Nice. Alright. So just a slight complication on this end. Just a very, very slight complication. Well, due to that, let's work again on the walls over here, where there's no complications. There we go. There's... So somehow the corners at these wall works don't get these nice designators. So that's how these whoopsies happen, I think. Alright, and it also seems as if nobody's ought to kill himself accidentally this time. Hooray! No more accidental death. Alright. In the meantime, let's expand the block stockpile here a little bit. So it seems to me as if Coganeros is not getting any new immigrants here whatsoever anymore. The game's behaving as if this place is already full with people, for whatever reason that is. Okay, beautiful. So this flood of staircases will take a while until it is finished, so I'm not going to issue any further commands here. Well, I'm going to put up the work orders for these, for this pillar, and let's see what it'll do. I mean, at the end of the day, with the other pillar, I just needed to repostulate a couple of work orders. It's been still way less work than doing it all manually and level by level. So basically, I'm taking into account that weird whoopsies can and will happen. And I think I just overburdened the system. Yep, we run out of GABBRO blocks. Hooray! Well, that reminds me, I need to check back with my GABBRO pit. But what I also feel right now, it's such a big satisfaction to get these staircases done, because they are triumph, you know. Putting up the walls here means that I'm gonna be finished one day soon. We're getting there. Yeah, the corner pieces, I do see what's happening there. I do see what's happening there. Due to the fact that these jobs get stacked up on top of each other, they sometimes build these things here, or the suspension mechanic can stop it from doing shenanigans. Alright, so I think I have issued more than enough jobs to these fine young people again. And why is there the stinks? What's stinking? Miasma doesn't come from nowhere. So, what's miasmatic here? There's a slight tint of miasma hanging around here in the fortress. But, well, been probably about the buzzard people that we took down. Hard to tell. But, well, it is nothing that seems to come up now regularly, so not too worried about anything like that. Yeah. Just like I thought, my workshops are extracting and processing the GABBRO that fast. We need to order new things from the pit. So let's do this. Alright. I just hope that I got enough miners available right now. And what is it now, my queen? A new coffin. Hopefully we won't need it this time. So let's make another green glass one. Alrighty. So... I don't know, I quite don't know why the work orders here are not being processed yet. But, well, we're gonna see about that. Can't take forever until my miners are back at it again. So, my good friends, we are at the end of today's episode again. So, I am really grateful for you hanging out here with me. I hope you're enjoying yourself. This is a very, very deep and demanding task after all. I enjoy how often I keep underestimating this thing and then new problems approach that I haven't seen coming yet. All in all, this is one hell of a trip, and I'm glad you are around with me here and enjoying this one. So I really hope that next episode we're going to get some other things done. And, well, it has been a little bit of a setback here. The fact that we had to reconstruct this thing like that was a minor setback, but whatever. Leave me your comments down below. I'd be very, very happy to hear from you. And as usual, leave a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and check out the description box. Many Dwarf Fortress links down there, and there's also Patreon, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee waiting for you. These are the best and easiest ways to support the channel, and I'd be really, really happy if you'd be giving them a look. Up until then, I want to thank all the supporters of the channel. You guys are really, really helping me out a lot, and I hope you're coming back for more when we're going to continue the construction of this fine fortress. See you guys there, and have a good day.